Going on YouTube? Got a review for you today. It's the chat pad for the PlayStation 3 controller. It's basically my reviews on it and how I feel about it. I love this thing, honestly. A lot of people have a problem with it. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but first let's go ahead and show you how it goes on there. There's like a little lever right here, spring, very strong too, so you don't have to worry about it being loose on the controller, especially when it's actually attached. It's pretty well on there. But you put that little hook over the back part right here till you hear the snap, and you see that little lever, it snaps right in right there. Back to where the small amount of people that don't like this, they don't like the fact that you have to move your whole hands up here, and I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I do agree that when it comes to the Xbox chat pad, it's right down here, so literally all you gotta do is just go whoop, and start typing. This one you have to kind of slide your hands a little bit further up, but it's no big deal with me. It takes all of like 2 seconds to do, not even. But when it comes to sending emails, it makes it a lot easier instead of sliding back and forth on the little letters on the screen to type out your emails. This makes it a hell of a lot easier, especially if you're a texter. I'm not, but still it makes it a lot easier for me. When it comes to, like for instance, this thing right here, when you hit this, I don't know if you can, but anyways, this middle button right here, you hit this middle button, and if you're on the internet, this can be your joystick, for your mouse. My son in the background making farting noises. Anyways, yeah, that's that. If you hit this button, it makes it like basically so you can move your mouse around. This right here, the last button right here, that will go straight to your email. I can't remember what that button's for. I never use these buttons. I use this mainly for chatting or sending emails, stuff like that. I paid about $50 for it, but that's when it just came out. I think it's a little cheaper now, but I still think it was worth every penny. It's never went dead on me. I mean, I still put it on the charger every now and then, make sure, but it's never went dead on me once. I think that's great. Some people had a problem with the on and off switch, thinking that it might break. Just leave it on. It has an automatic sleep mode on it. If you don't use it for like 5 minutes, it automatically turns off. So just leave it on. It's got little buttons up here for, like question mark, the @ button, things like that. I use this thing mostly for online or PlayStation Home. Yeah, and that makes things so much easier when it comes to talking to people on home. I mean, when you have to use the regular chat thing on there, it just takes forever to say what you need to say, and by the time you actually get it out, they're already on another topic. So with this, you can, as soon as they say something, you're like da 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 enter, and then you say it. Makes things a lot easier when it comes to PlayStation Home. When it comes to just having it on the controller, and I usually do, it usually just stays on my controller even when I'm gaming. I think that the PlayStation controller is too light, and I like a heavier controller. And with the chat pad being on it, it feels like a real controller. I got some mods on the triggers right here, so literally my fingers fit perfectly right there, and it kind of feels like it's hugging my finger, and I like that. With this being there, and then the trigger grips, I like that. But that's just my personal opinion, and that's the reason why you're watching this. Is my personal opinion. If I had to give it a rating, I would give it, only because it has a small flaw, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. And that's because well, it's not really that inconvenient, but it's inconvenient that you have to go all the way up just to say something and then slide back down. Other than that, if it wasn't for that, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. And even that's kind of hard for me to do. I should give it a 10 out of 10 because it's a great product. It's never let me down. And like I said, the battery's never died on me. I mean, not to say that it wouldn't, but it's never died on me yet, and I've had it for over 3 years now. So, no, not 3, about 2 years. Either way, it's a good product. If you see it in the store and you need something to send out emails, this is a great way to do it. They have other knockoff brands, but this one's the best one in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah, comment, tell me what you guys think. Alright, have a good one.